Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here for NTMarkets.com with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, S&P 500 E-mini futures daily chart, and what you've got here basically for the fifth day in a row is a very large directional day. You've got bears, bulls. The bears tried to make it 4 trend days in a row yesterday, which is probably not unprecedented, but it's on the edge of unprecedented. And what we've had in the overnight, let's go right to a 15-minute chart. You got your weekly pivot here in the 77s. Okay, it bounced off of the monthly pivot all basically since 11 in the morning. You had 3 moves yesterday during RTH at the monthly pivot, which is 2064.80. They rallied that up hard on the close, squeezed all those shorts out. They took it back. Bears took it back and right up off the Europe Open to the weekly pivot, and it's failed from there. You got the 50-day exponential moving average down here, but I'm not particularly impressed with that as far as support goes. What I'm looking for now is, does the monthly pivot convert itself to resistance? It's been support. We talked about the 83.5 yesterday. Okay, we talked about the 83.5 and how that had been support on multiple occasions. So you've got your 83.5 here from the afternoon session, and then it broke. And when it broke the 83.5 yesterday, retested it here, and that was after two tests in the afternoon on Friday. Here's your afternoon test on Friday. Here's your Globex, call it Europe Open, call it whatever you want. 1, 2. When it broke in the pre-market, that moved directly down and opened up a break of the weekly pivot down to the monthly pivot. Okay, back up to test the weekly, testing the weekly again. So the overall picture is you've got big range days freaking everybody out. Bulls are getting upset, bears are getting upset. It's indicative of the bands tightening on the daily chart. Okay, but what you're looking for today is you want to see a continuation of what happened yesterday. You had the loss of 83.5. Now you've got the loss of the weekly pivot up in the 77s. Now you want to see if this monthly pivot at 64 can convert as well. If it can, it's going to start to dive down into some of these deeper exponential moving averages. And don't forget your daily mid-band. It's up here in the 74s, and it's been converted as well. So hopping back on the daily chart, what you want to see if you're a bear is you don't want to see any more trips above the mid-band. You want to get down into these. You want to test the 40 lows from Thursday. You want to see if you can get below those and engage the lower band. If you're the bulls, if you're going to go down and you're going to do that 40, you want it to hold. You want that to be reliable support. You're going to have a chance, at the reaction low off jobs, the 46.75. It's tough because what you're seeing is a very indecisive market where the bands are getting tighter. Once we shed these prices, these bands are going to become incredibly tight. We're engaging the middle band pretty much every day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the last 7 sessions we've engaged the middle band. So this 4.16 down here is the bandwidth. That's going to get below 4 and get down into the lower 3s pretty fast. And what that's doing is it's just waiting. Everybody's waiting on the Fed. Everybody's waiting on the Fed, and then we're going to get a directional move. The direction, don't anticipate the direction of band rides. There's no future in that. We will get a direction. It will run a lot longer and a lot farther than people think. And the key is when we get there to be ready to go in whatever direction it goes, set your stop accordingly, and then you can get in a trade that runs. But trying to anticipate the direction of band rides, that doesn't really work. It either works really, really well or really, really badly, depending on what side of that trade that you're on. I would rather you wait, get a sense of direction. Either it's going to be making higher lows or lower highs when the direction starts. That way you at least have a risk marker to lean against in case you're wrong. All right, everybody have a good one. Follow us on Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website, princetontrader.com. Come check out the chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade them well.